Welcome to Echoes of Africa, where hidden stories, bold voices, and untold truths rise from the heart of the continent. Before you dive in, hit subscribe and turn on the bell, because every echo here reveals the Africa they don't want you to see. Africa stands at the center of a rapidly shifting global energy landscape, and Kenya's near-complete Earth heat power plant at Olkaria symbolizes a turning point that few outside the continent saw coming. The volcanic backbone of East Africa has quietly positioned the region as one of the most promising renewable power zones on the planet, and Kenya's accelerated push to harness its underground energy has captured international attention. At Olkaria, a new advanced Earth heat power installation is preparing to enter final integration phases, marking one of the largest expansions of geothermal-derived electricity in Africa's history. The progress has not only energized Kenya's energy sector, but has drawn global investment interest from countries seeking stable, long-term clean power partnerships. The Olkaria complex sits along the East African Rift, a geologically active stretch that releases enormous heat from beneath the Earth's crust. For decades, this natural heat has powered turbines and supplied homes, industries, and public infrastructure with reliable electricity. Kenya has become a continental leader in geothermal energy, surpassing several developed countries in total output. With the new Olkaria project nearing completion, the nation aims to further strengthen this position. Engineers and energy planners across Africa view the plant as a blueprint for scalable development, while foreign governments see it as an opportunity to support a stable and high-yield energy environment with long-term economic benefits. As work continues on the plant's final stages, attention has shifted toward the economic implications of the project. Kenya's push to increase Earth heat output is expected to significantly lower electricity costs for industries, potentially attracting manufacturing companies that rely on stable and inexpensive power. Estimates from regional energy authorities suggest that expansion of geothermal capacity could reduce electricity tariffs by double-digit percentages, allowing factories to operate more efficiently and enabling new businesses to grow in both rural and urban areas. Investors from the United States, China, Japan, and the European Union have all expressed interest in long-term partnerships, technology transfers, and infrastructure financing opportunities linked to the plant. The near completion of the Olkaria installation has become a subject of continental pride. As African leaders emphasize the importance of energy independence, Kenya's progress showcases the continent's ability to control and expand its own power resources without over-reliance on fossil fuel imports. Analysts point out that the success of such large-scale projects challenges long-standing stereotypes about Africa's technological capabilities. The new plant combines modern drilling, advanced steam management systems, and upgraded turbines designed to increase efficiency while reducing environmental impact. For many African nations, this achievement reinforces the idea that the continent can become a major player in the global clean energy market. Meanwhile, geopolitical discussions around Africa's energy potential have intensified. The United States views Kenya as a strategic partner in stabilizing East Africa's energy supply, offering grants and investment programs to support geothermal expansion. China, on the other hand, has increased its presence by supplying drilling equipment, financing infrastructure upgrades, and offering technology-sharing agreements aimed at strengthening bilateral ties. European nations have also stepped into the picture, pursuing clean energy diplomacy to support climate goals and secure long-term renewable energy purchase options. The convergence of these global powers around a single African energy project reveals a new dynamic. Africa is no longer a passive participant, but a central arena in the competition for clean energy dominance. The Olkaria project's nearly finished status has also triggered discussions about how Africa's geology can reshape its economic future. Experts estimate that the East African Rift could hold enough geothermal potential to power tens of millions of homes. Kenya, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Uganda all sit along this rift system, giving them access to vast underground reservoirs of naturally heated water and steam. If fully developed, these resources could generate billions of dollars in energy revenue, reduce electricity shortages across the region, and support the growth of technology hubs, manufacturing parks, and large-scale agricultural processing industries. As the new plant prepares for final testing, Kenyan energy officials have highlighted the broader impact on the power grid. With more stable baseload electricity, the country expects fewer outages, improved industrial productivity, and increased reliability for digital infrastructure. Data centers, fintech companies, and telecommunications networks depend on uninterrupted power, and Kenya's renewable energy growth offers a competitive advantage. The new Olkaria installation will feed into national transmission lines that connect cities, industrial hubs, and rural electrification zones. This ensures that the plant's benefits extend far beyond the Rift Valley region. International investors have taken note of the stability and predictability of geothermal energy. Unlike solar and wind, earth heat power remains constant regardless of weather conditions, time of day, or seasonal changes. This reliability makes it especially attractive for large-scale industrial operations and countries seeking long-term energy security. The nearly completed plant at Olkaria strengthens Kenya's reputation as a stable energy producer, which increases its bargaining power in global markets. Foreign companies are now exploring joint ventures to develop additional drilling fields, expand pipeline systems, and build more power stations across the rift. Within Africa, the Olkaria development is being discussed as a symbol of what the continent can accomplish when technology, international partnerships, and long-term planning converge. The African Union has highlighted Kenya's progress as an example of successful energy transformation, encouraging other countries to invest in renewable resources that match their natural environments. The near completion of the plant proves that large-scale clean energy projects can be executed efficiently, even in challenging terrain. African engineers and technicians have played a major role in the construction and management of the plant, demonstrating rising expertise in complex energy technologies. The capacity expansion also positions the region as a potential exporter of clean power through future cross-border electricity trade. Analysts predict that East Africa could eventually become a major supplier of carbon-free electricity to neighboring regions once transmission infrastructure is fully developed. The progress at Olkaria has inspired several African universities and research institutions to expand programs in geothermal science, engineering, and renewable energy management. The nearly finished plant functions as a living laboratory for training the next generation of African scientists and technicians. Local capacity building efforts ensure that future projects will rely increasingly on homegrown expertise rather than external contractors. This shift strengthens Africa's long-term energy independence and reduces the cost of future developments. Environmental benefits also shape the narrative around the plant's completion. By replacing fossil fuel-based generation with geothermal power, Kenya reduces its carbon emissions, contributing to global climate targets. The plant's operation will help mitigate pollution, reduce reliance on diesel-based backup generators, and support conservation efforts in surrounding areas. Kenya's success serves as a tangible example for other nations seeking to transition toward cleaner and more sustainable power systems. As the facility moves toward commissioning, African economic analysts are closely watching its potential to spark a wave of renewable investment across the continent. The Olkaria development represents a turning point that blends scientific achievement, national ambition, and strategic international cooperation. The significance of a nearly completed earth heat power plant extends far beyond its turbines and pipelines. It represents Africa's shift toward harnessing its own natural strengths, asserting greater control over its economic future, and establishing itself as a global leader in renewable innovation. The final stages of construction signal more than just the completion of another energy project. They embody a continental momentum that cannot be ignored. Africa's capacity to generate stable, clean, and scalable energy positions it for accelerated industrialization and stronger global partnerships. As Kenya prepares to bring the new plant fully online, the eyes of the world are increasingly fixed on Africa's rising power, both literal and geopolitical. The Olkaria project stands as evidence of what the continent can achieve, a testament to natural potential transformed into tangible national strength, and a clear indicator that Africa's energy revolution has only just begun. You've been watching Echoes of Africa, where every story carries the sound of tomorrow. If this moved you, subscribe now, like, and share so Africa's voice never fades into silence.